Welcome back to Wood Acres. Today we're planting in and around the koi pond. Now it cooled off a little bit and it is trying to rain today, but I think we can get some planting done. Maverick's hunting wabbits. Go ahead, bud. Good luck. I made a house for him over there with the brush pile. Not making it easy on him. But as you can tell, I started doing some weeding here on the pond bank and there's still a lot more to get done. But we're gonna take a break from the weeding and do some planting. The whole pond bank here is just covered in this thistle. I've been trying to pull it out as much as I can by hand, and I got it pretty cleaned up around the waterfall, but I do have to get in here with the hory and try and get this cleaned out. But the mushrooms are looking good out here. And earlier this spring, we did put a bunch of tulips out here in the pond bank. I tried to line up this outside along the rocks as much as I can to get a healthy row. And we got them on the cheap because they were already done blooming for the season. So I'm hoping that they come back next year and we can actually see how well they filled in. And my dad ended up picking up more because they were free, so we have 2 boxes of bulbs we need to plant. And since the tulip foliage already died back this year, I don't want to try and dig in there because I'll probably hit the bulbs. So I was thinking it might be a good idea. Oh, the geyser! Gorgeous! And it might make it a little bit easier to get these bulbs planted if we put them on the outside of this rock row, right at the top of this hill, right outside the pond. I have some plans for out here, so we're not going to come too far out, but we can get some bulbs planted right along the rocks. So we're going to be planting some bulbs around the pond today, but I also want to get some plants inside the pond too to help filter the water. And I think we'll be able to find some good options out here in the landscape to choose from. Mav? Find anything? Okay. Keep working. Pup, you ready to plant? Alright, Maverick, we got both boxes planted out here. I did the easiest method I could and just trenched out a big line. And I got all of them planted outside the rocks here and watered in, and it is trying to rain right now, but we're gonna go over and start digging up some plants out of the island garden. Huh, Pop? And we'll see if we can get them planted into the water. Hostas in the steps here, but I didn't think the steps were glued together. I thought I could just pop them out. Doesn't look like I can. Huh. Huh, Pop, what do you think? We finally got some plants in the pond. We had some volunteer yellow flag iris outside of the island garden, so I was able to dig that up and split them down here into the garden here in the pond. I left a garden shelf there about 18 inches down, so they should be perfect there planted in the milk crates. I still had a little pile of gravel left over, so I shoveled that into the wheelbarrow and rinsed it out a little bit the best I could. And I planted the irises right into the gravel, and hopefully that's going to keep them in place from the koi and the goldfish moving them around. I did throw another iris in there before, a little shoot that I had left over, and the goldfish and the koi definitely beat it up. It still has one leaf left, so hopefully it comes back. Oh, the geyser. Gorgeous. But I was able to plant out the other 3 milk crates that I had in there, and they look good already. And we still have the willow cuttings sitting in there waiting for them to root out. We can possibly get some new willow trees, the same willow tree we have planted out on Goose Egg Island. So we're going to let those sit in the water here for a little while too. But I also split off a couple other small ones, and we got them planted over here on the stream. I just stuck them right in the gravel there. Hopefully they're going to start sucking out some nutrients out of the pond, because we're getting a lot of algae growth right now. I even put one over here in the bog filter, and I probably will get some more going down that log. That's an extra iris. That one's going to a friend. And I did have some volunteer hostas pop up in the crack on the steps here, but unfortunately I was not able to get those out. Hostas can actually do well with wet feet, so we could have put them in the gravel too, but I guess we're going to have to hold off on this bunch. Oh, Mav! He just face planted. You okay, bud? Yeah, your head went under. He just slipped on the rock and face planted. Don't worry, bud, I still have my waders on. I can get in there and save you if I have to. Don't chew on my stuff. Kind of cloudied up the water here putting that rock in, but it'll filter out. Pup, we got to get some more beach sand too. Got to get this liner covered so it's not in the summer sun all year. Pup, look at the irises. Gorgeous. We have a big bunch in the ramp bed right now, so those are going to be blooming here for a while. But we also got all those bulbs planted, 2 boxes worth of tulip bulbs, and we got them just outside the rock line going all the way down the outside of the pond. Now, unfortunately, there was a little bit of mold starting on a few of them, but hopefully we can get some of them to come back next year. It's a process getting perennials started. Now, the yellow flag iris actually blooms after all the bearded irises here, so these are going to continue to suck out nutrients, and they're going to give some yellow color later on. I tried to leave these ones a little bit bigger clumps so we could possibly get some color out of them this year, but if not, definitely next year. And as you saw over there in the island garden, we still have some more we can dig up. There's a bunch of volunteers coming out of the rock wall, and I think they'd look great out at Mumble's Pond. Pup, a lot more to do. Oh, hold on, Pup, I can't really squat down in these waders. Alright guys, that's going to be all for this one. We got some things planted in and around the pond, but there's still a lot more to plant here, and if you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Good boy.